Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Polyglot grind again as usual. In today's video, I just wanted to talk about the inevitable, and that is missing days. So if you're watching this, you're human, and that means that you have flaws, just like I have flaws. And as humans with flaws, we're bound to miss days in our routine. You know, we're bound to break routine. It happens to all of us. We've all broken routine at least once. And the exact same thing applies to language learning. So although consistency is extremely important if you want to learn a new language to a high level, as I said, we're all human, so everyone is bound to miss at least one day. Sometimes you might miss a week, you might miss longer, but everybody will fall off the wagon at least once. It just happens. And the same thing has happened to me with Turkish. So I've been doing my best to stay as consistent as possible, but I did end up missing the past 2 days. Today was going to be the third day, but I decided to just really dive back into it and make sure that I don't miss today. The reason I ended up missing the past 2 days is just because I didn't plan out my time properly. Normally, I try to follow a language learning routine, which allows me to avoid missing days. It still does happen, but it allows me to normally avoid missing days. But I kind of messed up my sleeping schedule and everything, so I was waking up at very random times and everything, so I just kind of fell out of my routine. And because of that, I ended up missing 2 days. But now I'm working on fixing my sleeping schedule again, and I'm working on getting back into a routine again. And I'm going to start again tonight, and I'm hoping to avoid missing more days. In the past, I've noticed that when I end up missing days or kind of falling off the wagon, it's normally my body or my mind trying to tell me something. So if I end up kind of using too much material that I find boring, then I'll find myself not being as motivated, and then a lot of the time I'll end up skipping days. It just kind of happens just because I find the material I'm using so boring, and then that will kind of make me fall off the wagon. I've also had experiences where I push myself too hard. I spend too many hours studying. There was a time where I was putting in, I want to say 4 or 5 hours a day into language learning, not all at once, but just spread out throughout the entire day. And I remember I ended up burning out. I actually completely lost the passion, and I didn't want to learn any language ever again after that. It took a while for the passion to come back. What I now know is if I end up taking a break, I need to look into why I'm taking the break. Is it my schedule? Am I pushing myself too hard? Is the material too boring? And as soon as I can get down to the bottom of what it is, then I can normally try and fix the problem. So in this case, it wasn't that I was pushing myself too hard. It also wasn't that the material was too boring. It was just that I didn't organize my time properly. So I've gotten to the root of the problem, and I'm in the process of resolving it. And as I said, I'm going to be hopping back into learning tonight, and I'm going to try and stay consistent for the rest of the week. Maybe I'll slip up again because I'm human, just like all of you are, but I will do my best. And I want you guys also to do your best. And if you miss a day, don't beat yourself up. It happens. It's perfectly normal. It happens to everyone. Do your best to try and figure out why it happened. Are you pushing yourself too hard? Are you finding it boring? Do you want to use it more? Do you want to listen to more music? Just try and get to the root of what made you take a break. Was it your schedule? It could be a lot of different things. So once you figure that out, you can hop back on the wagon again, and then you can fix up your routine. You can get back to being consistent. But anyway, I just wanted to make that video very quickly. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video could help at least one person who is trying to learn a new language and who may be struggling or who might have missed a couple days. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.